Hello, my name is Hannah, and today we are building an apartment. Now, this apartment I have built in before, but I really like how small it is. The shape is kind of weird, and it really limits like where you can do things. I talked about this last time I built in this apartment, but like the modern version, that's probably not a word, but like the not like fully like upgraded like modern like eco thing has like a singular window in the living room. Right now it only has a singular window, but like the window before is like laughable. Like it's literally a square. This one's a bigger square though, so it's better, but it's still just like you can't put bedrooms there because then you'd have a long hallway, but then you'd have like stuff, so you have to really put the like living area in the front, which I guess makes sense for most like apartments. You walk in and then there's a living area, but like it's just like you have about two options if you really want to put a second bedroom in there. I guess if you wanted to just put a singular bedroom, you'd have probably much more options, but I don't ever think of that as an option because I have never played like with just a singular sim. Like every time I build or every time I play the game, it's like the intention is to have like generations typically, because I'll either be playing like the 100 baby challenge or like any type of like challenge where there's like a generation, or I'll just like be playing like a legacy a legacy challenge. Is that what that's called? I think so, but I could be really wrong. But like that's just like how I play The Sims. So like when I just build like for a singular sim, or like maybe like two, but they only need a singular bedroom, it just feels wrong. It just feels weird because I don't ever play like that. Like even like if I want to play with like a teen or a young adult, I'll like play the Big Sister challenge. And there's another kid. Like the kids are just like they're just there at all times. Also, you can see like right now that like I had to like re-enter the game because like the window was like gone. Also, I was very wrong about the window being a bigger square. It is actually a rectangle. I just couldn't see the window when I was describing it, and there is actually two, and they're both rectangles. I was kind of looking at it from an upward view, and I was just like, yeah, that's a square, right? No. I was actually also taking like inspiration from the rest of the windows. I figured it wouldn't be that much different, but at least there's more windows in this like updated version. I also made it very like black and white on the inside. I've been making like a bunch of colorful builds lately, so I decided to go with more like a modern kind of like contemporary kind of thing. I guess like it's not very modern because it's very like soft with like the edges and like stuff. And like those chairs, I think I changed them later on. I didn't like the chairs. Like I was very like I don't know what chair to pick. I do not like any of the options. So I stuck with these, but I think they changed later on. Like the chairs on their own are fine, but within this apartment, like they do not go at all. Like they just stick out very like weirdly. I feel like if they were the opposite color, like if the chair part I was gonna say, like the wooden bit, like that part was black and like seat was like the white, I feel like that would be like better, but like obviously we don't have that, and so I was just like, no, those are ugly. But I don't think I finished, or I don't think I like changed that until later on. I think like after I finished like the bedrooms or something, I changed it. Like when I was looking over the entire build, I was like, no, these gotta go. Also, it didn't take me that long to build this apartment. So if you tell that it's like a bunch, like like not a bunch, like a lot slower than normal, that's because it's only like 300% sped up, and instead of like the 700% that I normally do. Like I'm going to record a voiceover like next after this one that's sped up by like 900%. Like that's a third. Like this one's like a third of how like fast it is. That just depends on like how long it is, because I don't want to record like an 18-minute voiceover. I have before. It was not fun. I think it was like actually like 16 minutes long, 15, 16 minutes long. But like it's just not fun to talk for that long. I do not have an interesting enough life to talk for that long, so I didn't. So also, we're gonna get into that was a very good transition right there. Perfect, flawless right there. But we're gonna move on to today's topic, which is basically just like upload schedule, because I have had a very like just changing like upload schedule for a very long time. So you may have noticed, you may not have noticed, that it doesn't really, it's not that big of a deal thing, but I don't think I'm going to post on Fridays anymore, which makes it easier on me, because, no matter how, like I was posting, like, full videos, and then I went to posting, like, shorts, like 45-second like video things of like room build and like stuff. But I just like was always scrambling to get that video done. Like 6 videos, like it's Saturday morning and I have already done 6. I've made all 6 of the builds and I'm just doing voiceovers. This is my second of the 3 that I'm going to do today, and then I'm done, and then I have work time to do whatever I want this weekend. But that 7th video, that every time was just always just like always had like no time to do it. I felt like I was always rushing with that one, and typically it tended to be like a lesser quality like voiceover. Like sometimes, obviously it probably wasn't that noticeable, but for me it was just like I don't really want to do that. Like it was just not very fun. So I am not going to post on Fridays anymore. That may change, we'll see. It's almost summer, so I don't really know. But also I've been like at the beginning when I first started my channel back in like August, I think, I was posting like whenever I felt like it, but then I was just like, okay, well, now we're gonna post 4 times a week. And then I posted 4 times a week for a fairly long amount of time. I don't actually remember how long, but then eventually I just started posting. I think mid-December is when I started, like when I did like the 100 baby challenge, like it was during that time. Then I started posting 7 times a week, and that was a lot of videos. Like going from 4 to 7, I was making 3 more videos a week. Granted, I was like under the impression that I was going to stick with the 2 different let's plays and a like a random like a challenge in which I would do in real time, which would take less time, but I didn't like making those kind of videos, and they were always awkward because I cannot talk just like about a build for that long while I'm doing it. It does not work for me. So I switched to just doing builds and talking, and so then I was making 7, and I had to come up with 7 topics to talk about per week, and that's really hard. I've talked about that before, but it's just really hard to think about 7 different topics to talk about, and so I'm gonna do 6. I think that's good right now. So we're gonna stick with it and see how that works out. But you know, that's about it. So we're getting to the end of the video. I guess, you know, subscribe, I guess, is that what people say? But it's almost screenshots time, so I post a new video every day of the week, so you can watch another video tomorrow. Bye!